up, homies? Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about something that I don't normally talk about, which is music. Mainly because in the past few days, this topic has come up a couple times, and it deals with Guam and it deals with music. Now, the first thing that came up on my Facebook feeds was something that was produced by the PNC, which is Pacific News Center. They posted an article saying that the Guam Live concert series, which is sort of a music festival that has been happening for about 5 years now in a row, has been operating at a profit loss, meaning that they spent over $1 million to hold these concerts since 2014, but has only collected back $500,000 in revenues. They're actually losing money doing these Guam Live series every year. Now, a couple of my friends put up their own feedback to this. One of my friends said that who wants to watch these concerts when it's just the same 4 or 5 bands every year? These same 4 or 5 bands perform in another festival such as Trench Fest or Reggae in the Park or something like that. So why would I spend money going to watch the same thing? Which is understandable. And also, people are paying money to no-namers that you never heard of for things like EIF, which is not really much of entertainment, musicality type thing. It's pressing play on your laptop and maybe, you know, bouncing around with your headphones and scratching up a little bit or pressing buttons or whatever, just to get a drug and alcohol-induced crowd to just lose their shit. Guam Live is supposed to be this cultured, it's about the music, it's about the musicality and the talent versus electronic stuff, but it seems nowadays the more electronic stuff gets hyped up more than Guam Live, because even the last Guam Live, I wasn't too hyped up for the lineup, and to be honest, it did feature more local talent, but even then, nobody I really talked to was that interested in going to Guam Live or Trench Fest or Reggae in the Park or any other festival that involves something other than electronic music. There was more hype on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram about EIF or EDC or anything that deals with electronic music, where people would just go batshit crazy and take their clothes off and just get all sweaty for people you never even heard about. There is a lot of electronic artists out there whose names I don't understand and I can't spell and I can't say, that have more hype than bands that you actually know, you've heard of. And I think it's just the culture nowadays. People nowadays are younger, they're more into that fast type hard-hitting beats rather than strumming the guitar and banging the drums and singing. It's just a different day and age nowadays. It's all about youth. I don't know, man. It's something different. Another friend of mine said is that they should really focus on the local talent, meaning that they should fund money for local talent to produce their music and produce their music videos and, you know, focus on Guam talent only. Let's forget about outside people and focus on ourselves. That sounds like a certain presidential person that wants to make something great again, saying, let's forget about them, let's focus on ourselves, you know, let's make Guam great again, you know what I'm saying? On one side, I have a friend that says they should bring in different talent rather than the same. And the other side is saying that we should focus on our own talent rather than outside talent. Now, both these opinions have their ups and downs, their pros and cons. Most people here do not really care so much about local talent. I'll be honest with you. Probably the most talked about talent right now is Jed. And that's because he's using the power of the internet. He's using Twitter, he's using Instagram, he's using Facebook. He's also using the power of Dreamstorm Unlimited to promote himself. And they're just cross-promoting each other, which is a smart business move. Hey, you're doing kind of popular, and hey, you're doing kind of popular. Let's join up and make each other better, which is a smart thing to do. And that's one of the reasons why he's blowing up. He's teaming up with Dreamstorm. They're making music videos together. They're making music together. And so that hypes other people up. Oh my God, look at this. They're doing quality work. So that could work. If we focus on ourselves and we try to promote our own people, that could work. in theory. Right now, it's just sort of on its baby steps. It's on its baby legs. It's crawling right now. It hasn't stand up, it hasn't run, it hasn't done much. We'll just have to wait and see. Now with that said, I do believe PNC or GVB did respond saying that it's not meant for profit. It's meant for publicity. They did another article saying that. It's meant to bring in tourists. But they asked, PNC asked the head of GVB, PR or whatever, so how many people did that bring in? How many tourists did that come in? And they estimate between 300 to 500 people per event. Now that's not really something to be braggadocious about. Like we bring in 300 to 500 people. We have to spend $1.4 million to bring in 300 to 500 people. We're losing tourists by the thousands, and you're bragging and you're spending money as an investment to bring in 300 to 500 people. Really? 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 Because we're trying to focus on places like Japan, Korea, whatever, China, Philippines, and you know what they have on us? They have better music events than us. I went to Japan to watch EDC, and they have way better talent than we can ever bring in. Marshmello, Martin Van Buren, the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? They have bigger, better events at those places. More Guam people leave Guam to go to those music festivals than those people leave their place to come to ours. We cannot compete with these countries with music festivals. It's the hard, sad truth. We can't do it. I went to Japan to go to watch EDC. I spent more than $300 to do that. Now you got people here on Guam who are not willing to spend $50 for a VIP ticket to go to a Guam Live concert. They think it's too expensive, which leads on to the other point. The other music thing that has been going on the Twitter. An up-and-coming artist by the name of Russ. I've heard of him. You may or may have not. But he's sort of like a hip-hop artist, R&B type artist, and he's on the come-up. Somewhere along the lines, someone may have mentioned Guam to him. So he was like, okay, maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll perform, right? Good on us. We're bringing in new talent, new musicians. However, later on, somebody asked him, when are you coming down? When are you gonna perform for us? When are you gonna show us your talent? And then he posts like, I don't know, maybe if you didn't complain about prices for something that hasn't even happened yet, complain about ticket prices for no tickets at all. He's not scheduled to be here. It's only up in the air, right? But people are already complaining to him about how much he's going to charge. And that just makes us, as Guam people, look ridiculous, stupid, cheap, unwilling to do what it takes to get talent here. And that says a lot. That says a lot to why we can't get good Guam Live lineups, is because we're not willing to spend the money. And we'll complain and we'll cry and moan. And these artists like Russ are gonna see that and then gonna be like, well, maybe I don't even have to come to this island. If you don't respect my talent enough to just pay for the price I'm asking for, why should I come? And then he's gonna tell all his friends, all these up-and-coming artists that he's working with, not to stop by because these people here complain about something that hasn't even happened yet. That just makes us look stupid. That makes us look like bad people. Like we don't care about the music. All we care about is the money. We don't go to these music festivals to listen to music anymore. We go to these festivals so we can Snapchat it and blog it and post it on the internet, post it on our Instagram just to show off that we were there. It's true. You see it at every Instagram thing, every Twitter, pictures of just themselves showing themselves being at a place. You don't see them recording the artists anymore. That's what it used to be in my day, back in the day. We'd bring our cameras, we bust it out so we can record the artist to remember the artist. Now it's all about facing it towards us and saying, look, we're here. I'm at EIF, woo! I'm at Guam Live, woo! I'm having a good time with me and my friends. Look at how sexy we are. Look how hot we are, blah, blah, blah. It's so lit. That's how it looks like to me. That's what I see on my feeds. Not of the artists, but of the people going there. People that are willing to spend the money, mind you. With that said, this whole music thing with Guam, it's not gonna look good on us. Music festivals here has lost its charm. It's just not as fun anymore. It's just become something where you wanna go to show off being there rather than enjoying being there. I don't know how we can fix this, because kids nowadays, this young generation, it's true that they want all the good shit, but they don't want to pay for it. They want it for free. They don't want to work hard for it. They don't want to earn it. And that just goes true with everything here. Like people I've worked with, they don't want to work hard hard. They just want the money. They complain of how difficult the job is, even though it's not even that difficult. It's just you make it difficult because you're not willing to do the work. You're not willing to put in the effort. More people put effort into going to the gym just to show off their bodies than to going to work to afford things like Guam Live or a Russ concert or things like that. And you could be saying, well, they're spending money on their gym memberships. That may be true. But nowadays, gym memberships have things called insurance, which takes a big chunk of the money away. So you're actually going, you're working out on a budget, which is what most people do now. I don't know what else to say. Times are changing. Music is a changing. I'd rather go somewhere else to listen to music than go here where I live. It's easier for me to save money to go to these things, but then again, most of the talent here that comes here, I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in going to an EIF concert with people I'd never heard of. I'm not interested to go a Guam Live concert with just like bands that are like either dying out or you never heard of or things like that. I'm more interested in going to places like Japan to watch Marshmello, G-Eazy, Black Eyed Peas, things like that. I'm willing to spend money to go somewhere else than to spend less money to stay here. Maybe that's the problem. It's not bringing me in here. I don't plan out things to come here. I rather plan things to go somewhere else. I don't know what to tell you. That's the recent news. Love it or hate it, please like, comment, and subscribe. I try to do these things. I'm trying to do my gaming channel. I'm thinking of starting a new channel. I don't know, or if I'm just gonna keep it all in one channel. I don't know. But until then, as always, love, peace, chicken grease. Let me know what you think. Some advice as to how our island can do better.